Boldface mission, Oedipus complex in reverse. When Tom walked through the door to his mom's apartment, she kissed him on the lips with tongue. Tom's hand held tightly to his briefcase in one hand, and his mom's Alzheimer's medication in the other. The white brag crinkled in his grip like a stress ball. His briefcase dropped to the floor. "Welcome home, Alan," she said as her hips moved suggestively beneath her white apron and blue gingham dress. Tom couldn't help thinking of her as Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, in a strange land over the rainbow, knowing nothing but to follow the yellow brick road, or, in her case, wherever her memory might lead her. They could only hope it was pleasant and made of precious metals, but there was no guarantee. In Tom's mind and the conversations he'd had with his brother and sister, the road seemed much rockier. Their only protection would be to wear a pair of sturdy shoes. He and his wife Pam would bear the brunt of it, since they were the closest ones, living only 15 minutes away. Pam had called him with a report from the hospital earlier. Dr. Madison had said not to break the dream if they catch her in an episode or they might scare her. Give her the meds and make sure she doesn't hurt herself. Down the road, they might need to consider assisted living or a nursing home. He didn't mention if the road was paved with gold or not, only that it would be unpredictable. She passed the phone to Dr. Madison so Tom could ask a question. "Yes, Mr. Glender, she will eventually forget almost everything and just be until her body shuts down. I'm sorry. The only thing I can do is write a prescription and hope that will help slow it down." It didn't affect Tom then, they were just words. He'd never seen one of her episodes this strong until now. Dinner tonight was a way for them to get more involved like they needed to be. They were going to give her a cell phone with all her kids' numbers inside so she could call whenever she needed them. Even if she forgot their names or numbers, they were there. "The kids aren't home yet. Do you want to get frisky?" Her long nails began to claw at his belt. He thanked God for his recent weight gain. The doctor hadn't mentioned anything of his safety from his mother's sexual advances. It brought him to a ledge he did not wish to stand on, a precarious place where the ground beneath him would crumble and he would fall into the sea below. She moved in for another open-mouthed kiss. He used his free hand to hold her waist, her wrinkled lips still half open, to protect himself from another shock and reduce the cost of future counseling of a son who's been kissed in a romantic way by his mother, an Oedipus complex in reverse. She responded by putting her arms around his neck. "Gwen, it's been a long day. I could really use a drink, though," Tom said, uncoiling the snake of her arms in one piece, like a rider removes the restraint on a roller coaster they didn't want to get on in the first place. She brought a hand up again and fondled the stray hair from the back of his neck. He felt relief as her mouth began to form words instead of a kiss. "Sure thing, sweetie. I'm making spaghetti. Your favorite," she said with a wide smile Tom remembered seeing in elementary school plays when he looked into the crowd to find her. Before he said the lines she helped him memorize. Then it was expectancy and hope, but now lust. His mother moved back into the kitchen. "I'll get the spaghetti going. You sit down," she said, followed by the sound of pans clattering. "I'll get you a drink." Tom put her prescription on the coffee table and collapsed in his father's chair, like it was his own, with a heavy sigh. How was he supposed to be his father? His mom had a fierce love for her husband. A look of concern was continually etched on her face after she saw his body bend in the grocery aisle, all his weight landing on the plastic carrier basket broken into 3 pieces. For the number of children they had together, she said. The detailed account she gave of the glass jar of mayonnaise breaking like her heart on the linoleum, a rare causal relationship for the heart attack in the physical world. He never did eat well. This was the first time Tom regretted having his father's features. The ears, the eyes, the nose, the mouth smeared with his mother's red lipstick. Thank you.